Hello, welcome back, or if you're just joining for the first time, welcome. I have the Tarot of the Woodland Wardens, a 78 card deck and guidebook by Jessica Rue. This is a brand spanking new release. I was gonna do an unboxing and first impression, but I already have unboxed it today. I just received it today because I noticed a couple little things with the box that were a little annoying. So anyways, let's go around the box and I'll get to the annoying parts. The cards are perfect. So this thumb hole cutout was perfect. This one was not. The thing was still there and I had to kind of makeshift there. And this was turned around. So I looked and I said, oh, no big deal. It's just maybe they, you know, in publishing they put it upside down. Meaning, you know, they put this like this. But it's not the case. Anyway, and I'll show you. Explore the enchanted realm of the Woodland Wardens, where creatures of field, burrow, river, and sky represent the traditional figures of the tarot. In this companion of her oracle deck of the same name, artist Jessica Rue's richly detailed illustrations accompany thoughtful reflections rooted in folk, wisdom, history, and myth. So she is also the creator of the Woodland Wardens Oracle. Okay, so we open it up. Here's the inside of the box. And you can see here where I had a hell of a time trying to get it to look like that. It was a little damaged there. Not the biggest deal. So let me turn this around. This is what I did when I first opened the box. It did have a band around it. Okay, I'm going to take the cards out. So as you can see, here's the back of the box. When you turn over the back of the box, everything is upside down. Like I said at first, I thought maybe they just didn't turn the... So this is, I don't know if it's a boo-boo or whatever. I mean, it's not a huge deal. Just letting you know. Jessica Rue is a Nashville-based freelance illustrator, the author of an oracle deck and 2 books, and the illustrator of many more, including the New York Times best-selling children's book, The Wheel of the Year, an illustrated guide to nature's rhythms. Jessica loves exploring in her own backyard and being surrounded by an abundance of nature, using subdued colors and rhythmic shapes. She renders flora, fauna, and much more in a richly detailed old world style. A seasoned reader of tarot, this is her first original tarot deck. So that's the box. There's a piece of the box. So the box is the only thing I really have to say that I wasn't quite thrilled with. I did have this on pre-order, so it's been on pre-order for a while. This is one of the images that you see on the website. I got it from Amazon, so this was one of the images. And I hadn't seen all the images. I went on a whim. This one kind of sold me. I was like, yeah, it looks like it's going to be interesting. And the strength card. We'll come back to the book right after we flip through the cards. So here's the back of the cards. They're like a purplish, and they very much match the Woodland Wardens, and we'll look at all that after. Or the Woodland Wardens Oracle. It's a very thick deck. And let's go ahead and zoom in and take a look-see. Okay, so here we go. We have the Fool. Now the cardstock is, I'm not sure what to think of it yet. It does feel very cardboardy and papery. I do see where it could fold very easily, I might want to say. I don't know for sure. If you're very gentle with your cards, I wouldn't worry about it. They are a little larger than a traditional size tarot as well. So here's the Magician. the High Priestess, the Empress, Emperor. So as you can clearly see, it is all animal deck. The animals kind of replace the person. So if you like animal decks, then this might be a deck that you really love. I am very selective and peculiar when it comes to animals in my tarot. But I think this one's okay. I think it's okay. I went through it once. I did a review earlier when I first got it, and I didn't like the review. I talked too damn much through it, so I'm not going to do that around this time. But I'm very picky when it comes to animals in my tarot decks. But I think this is a hug deck type of deck where you can reach for like on a gloomy day, and you know, it'll bring some peace and comfort. The Lion was another card that you could clearly see on the listing. The Hermit. There are some cards I don't like, and there's a lot of cards I do like, and I think we have that issue with most decks. Not with every deck, because I know I have decks that I love every single card. Justice. The Hanged Warden. The colors and everything are very nice. The Death card, I don't care for it at all. I would have liked to have seen maybe just the without the fox head in there. It just looks a little ridiculous to me. Temperance. The Devil is really cool. The Tower. Very nice Tower card, considering it's a tower. The Star. This is another one you could see on the listing. The Moon. The Sun. Judgment. It's a matte cardstock, but I'm really, I was really hoping that it wasn't going to be a clumpy cardstock, but it's not super, super clumpy. I like the World card with the dragonfly. You can get jumpers out of it. If you know me, you know I like my jumpers. It's not real easy, but it can be done. So we move into the Wands. Lovely. Oh, she's also the artist for the deck, the Good Tarot, which is a fabulous deck. I actually had that deck out last night exploring it. I've been exploring my decks. Three of Wands. Everything's there. It's just we have an animal in place of a person. 4. The 5. The 6. Now we're just going to go ahead and flip through. And into the Cups. You'll notice that these are the cups in this deck. Meaning, let me rephrase that so you don't say, what did she talk about? Like these right here are what you're going to see most of the cups as. This one, they're not. It's super cute little 2 of cups. But oh no, I could be wrong. I am wrong. Super cute 6 of cups. And into the swords, which have been renamed the arrows. I love that. If you don't like to see animals, I mean, it's a little too late to close your eyes now, but if you don't like to see animals, I mean, there's no blood, but you can clearly see that the swords are penetrated. I personally do not like to see animals hurt or killed for feed or anything like that. And you're probably saying, well, you eat meat, don't you? No, I don't. Very, very rarely. And if I do, it's chicken. King of Arrows. And into the Pentacles. That is the cutest little turtle. Three of Pentacles. I love that. The bees. The busy bees. It's a cute little Six of Pentacles. What do we have here? It looks like instead of money, he's dropping little acorns and stuff where we would normally see change. The 7. The 8. 9. I love how we just have the falcon. I think it's a falcon. Pretty sure. The family of dogs. 10 of Pentacles. The page. The knight. Makes perfect sense with the snail. The queen. And the king. So we're going to bring the camera up. We'll shuffle them. We will pull a card. We'll check out the book and we'll pair it up with the Woodland Wardens Oracle. Okay. So side shuffle is okay. I mean, they're not too comfy. And I think with some shuffling that will subside. Side riffle is good. I did try the this way, but very stiff. So I'm not going to break my hands trying to shuffle them that way. There it is. Oh, we got the 10 of Cups. So we'll set this over here and we'll go in the book for the 10 of Cups. First of all, for the book, you get the table of contents. It says for Danny. Introduction. It's a black and white book. How to use the cards and guidebook. The structure. Themes and symbols. So just like in her, oh goodness, so many decks on my mind. The Good Fortune Tarot. She gives a big list of all the symbols and the different little things that are in the cards. And she tells you what those mean. Then suggested spreads. 3-card Wheel of the Year, which is always a great spread. The Celtic Cross. Then we go into the majors. So for each one you get a full page of the card description. Well, the card image. Then over here you get about the card. What's going on in the card. Then you get both an upright, reverse, and an affirmation, or they're actually questions down there. So the guidebook is set up nice. You're getting just enough, and it goes like that all the way through to the minors. I'm just trying to get to the beginning so I can show you. You get a little, like, entering the cups here, you get a little thing about the cups. Like, cups represent element of water as it flows into the rivers, lakes, and oceans, at times churning, and at other times placid. Water is closely tied to our emotions, but it also connects a certain whimsy. It also connotes a certain whimsy. We can dive beneath its waves, plumbing the emotional depths, or we can splash playfully at its surface. In this deck, our cups take the shape of flowers, filling with rainwater. The blooms form tiny basins, oft offering a drink or a swim to the smallest in the wood. While the suit features many wardens who live in or near the water, it also embraces animals of earth and sky. All of us need water to survive. And that's how it goes through all those. And we will get to the 10 of Cups now. So here is the 10 of Cups. And you are welcome to pause and read because my eyes just cannot do it today. And the words are pretty small. They're not if I have them up here in front of my face, but trying to read them down here like this, it's a different story. So nice little structured guidebook. And in the back, it looks like we have some space for notes. Quite a few pages for notes for those who like to jot down little notes. It's a really nice guidebook, I think. The deck is pretty nice. Would it be my everyday deck? No. Would I use it for clients? No. Would I use it for myself? Absolutely. So this will be a deck that I use for my personal use. And let's lay a few cards down so we can see what they look like. They're super pretty cards, I think. And there we have it. Thank you for joining me for this review of the newly released at the time of this this video is being filmed, of Tarot of the Woodland Wardens. And until the next one, take care and be blessed.